Good evening and warm greetings from Tokyo, Japan. Konbanwa. Konbanwa to everybody. Tonight, I'm happy to discuss topics that I'm passionate about: online teaching, course creation, and establishing your own school. In the Philippines these days, we often hear the words and phrases virtual classrooms, blended learning, teacher, broadcaster, and many other e-learning related terminologies. Hope you will have takeaways tonight that would enlighten you the new normal when it comes to education. I'd like to be a little bit interactive with the watchers and listeners tonight. If you are an online English teacher, kindly type number one and your current city location. If you're teaching online other than English, for example, math, music, or even Bible lessons, please type in number two and your city or town, your location right now. And if you would like to be an online teacher of any course, kindly type in number three and your city or your location right now. And if you don't want to teach online, kindly just type in number four. Okay? So I'd like to be interactive tonight. If you are teaching English online right now, can you please type in number one plus where you are right now, your city or your town? And if you are teaching online other than English, for example, math, science, or even Bible lessons, can you just type in number two? And if you would like to be an online teacher, can you please type in number three? Or if you don't want to teach online at all, can you please type in number four? Okay? If you did not get it, just forget it. Welcome anyway to the new, not normal education. My name is Venus Hannah Galvez. I'm a franchise partner of the Filipino Virtual Assistants based in Tokyo, Japan. I'm the founder owner of Olives Corporation. Our company owns and manages on-site and online schools. I've been teaching overseas for more than 30 years now. I studied at the University of the Philippines and Ateneo Leadership and Social Entrepreneurship. Okay. To explain better my topic, I'd like to use the 7 key questions, the question guide for brainstorming, the 7 W's, 1 H. Let's start with the first W, the what. What is the market for online teaching, course creation, and online schools or academies? Hope you can get the industry overview. Okay, you can see there 5 colorful rings. By the way, those are not the Olympic rings, okay? Those are just an illustration of the topic today, online teaching. Okay, what is online learning? It always involves an internet connection and can include virtual face-to-face interactions through webinars, online lectures, virtual meetings, like tonight on Facebook Live. Students use online tools such as online curriculum or virtual space or conferencing software. It's a mix of virtual learning and blended learning. What is virtual learning? Instruction is delivered through the internet, software, or both. It can be used in a self-pacing format, individualized, or live web conferencing between students and instructors. Example, we have the augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, extended reality. I have an example here. You know, in Japan, there's so many shut-ins people. And I happen to have one student who doesn't really go out, but the mom brought her to my school. It's a cram school, an English school. Now, my student just go out once a week. That's just to come to my school. And then Monday through Sunday, she stays in her room and she's studying actually by her own using this goggles. So when she studies math, her teacher is actually in Okinawa. And another subject, again, just to wear goggles. And, let's say the art teacher is based here in Tokyo. So that's what we call the virtual learning. Now, what is e-learning? It utilizes digital tools for teaching and learning. The technology facilitates the learning process. It can be used online or in a classroom setting. Students take a course from a teacher, but only interact with the teacher online. Students have unlimited access to the content 24/7 for 365 days. The course completion, program, or degree is distributed online. FVA, the Filipino Virtual Assistance, belongs to this type of learning. What is distance learning? Same structure as online learning. Traditionally, a correspondence course, and now can be open or fixed class schedule. Its specific purpose is to attract students from all locations. It can provide instruction to someone learning a different time and place than the other teacher and other students. For example, maybe you've heard of the Filipina who got a scholarship grant from Google. She's in the Philippines and she's learning for Google USA. What is blended learning? Blended learning is a combination of classroom and virtual learning. Ideally, integrates virtual learning in a way that individualizes and enhances instructions for students. For example, the Philippine public educational system can be implemented in October. Let's look how big the market for e-learning. Okay, US 325 billion by 2025. And this is a research done in 2017 by the world's largest research store. But with what happened with 2020, I think this amount is now doubled. Okay, so you can see the future of FVA here. Watch and see how it will surge. It's really a big market. For the second W's, the who. These are the stakeholders, the key players in the e-learning industry and the target market, the students. The key players include GAFA, Google, Amazon, Facebook, and leading companies investing in hardware and software related to e-learning technologies, apps developers, educational institutions, testing centers for school entrance and licensure and proficiency exams. Companies also need them for their training and business meetings. Even small companies, private teachers, and school owners cannot help but use these e-learning gadgets and apps. The market for students are categorized by age, gender, course, and purchasing power to best suit their need and even create wants, the power of ads on economic supply and create demands. The third of the 7 W's, the where. As you can see the facts and figures, the global academic e-learning market from 2019 to 2023 rose to 10% and 40% are based in the US. One of the key drivers for this market will be the increasing e-learning enrollment in the higher education. 10,000 plus reports covering niche topics. With the top 10 growth rate in e-learning by country, India is number 1, then China, Malaysia. I really hope the Philippines will follow suit. The fourth of the 7 W's, the when. More people are adapting and adopting online learning because of its accessibility. 24/7 easy access, especially if the internet is good. It's very convenient. Simply log into the virtual campus from the comfort of your own home, office, vacation spot, or even when traveling. Because online courses give you full control over your own learning, you can study or work at your own speed. Move faster through the areas of the course you feel comfortable with, but slower through those that you need to be focused on. Online teaching and learning and high-quality multimedia content are effective methods of education, and they can provide an impressive, virtually immersive experience within your reach at your convenient time. Be your own boss as you work on your own schedule and time. Indeed, now is the time to invest on e-learning. The fifth of the 7 W's, the which. The e-learning market by product. We focus here the developers, innovators, and teachers. As of 2016, it can be seen that the global e-learning market is growing, with Asia showing the greatest potential for expansion. By September 2019, statistics from a Vietnamese company indicates 109 edtech startups in the market with different content offers, from language study courses, exams preparation to technical and life skills, targeting different B2C and B2B segments. I'm really so impressed by the Vietnamese dedication to develop educational apps and which are indeed very helpful for teachers. especially during this global pandemic. How I really wish to hear the same thing for Filipino apps developers. Many times I share the kanji for crisis has two characters. One means dangerous and the other one means opportunity. May we take the opportunity to discover more skills, knowledge, and apps to serve humanity during this time of crisis. It is also a chance for a change. A while ago, Coach Kathy mentioned about we must upgrade. I think we cannot help but must upgrade, so that we will not be left behind. Maybe you have heard a lot of news about companies closing. Even last year, for example, one of my favorite, toy store, Toys R Us, they don't want to adapt what's going on right now. So people are now shopping online, but still this company would like the traditional way of, selling their products. So now people kind of like don't want to go out, especially this time, COVID situation. So we must adopt, we must upgrade. The six of the seven W's, the who's, the e-learning market, we focus on the end users, the students and workers. We have wide range of students from K to 12 schools to higher education institutions, learners like English, Filipino, Japanese, French, hobbyists, trainers, trainees, workers, and managers. When we think of the teaching and learning process, we must give more value to the content. In the academic world, we talk about the subjects, courses, niches, talent, skills, hobbies, and interests. In the business world, we talk about job related orientation, training, and business communication. In the delivery process of the content, we consider the tools and platforms. So we have learning through gaming, implementation of IT security and cloud based solutions, growth of online content and digitization, innovations, and in wearable technologies and learning management systems. The last but not the least in the seven W's, the why. Why e-learning and why big companies like GAFA are investing in e-learning. E-learning opens big doors of career and business opportunities as people will realize its accessibility, scalability, affordability, updatability, collaboration, personalization, interactivity, assessment, and more. As an online instructor, you could be earning more than your regular income at the comfort of your home. The earning potential for course creation is big, and this could be a good passive income for years. So even you're retired with your course creation, you can still earn money. So it's a passive income. Working as a teacher for a company may require some qualifications like a bachelor's or master's degree, TESOL, CELCA, teaching experiences, at least 900 TOEIC score, level 9 IELTS, etc. Now, if you think you can teach something that people want to learn about, you can become an online instructor and start earning money by monetizing your skills and knowledge. The how. In this key question, we talk about e-learning by vendor and by technology. Vendors are the service providers and content providers. Tools and apps are the technology for the e-learning market, like learning management system or LMS, mobile e-learning, application simulation tools, podcasts, virtual classroom knowledge management system. Okay, so here's a common idea of online teaching. Children learning various subjects, teachers delivering their lessons, talented people coaching the how-tos of their niche or niches. Actually, this can be easily done at the comfort of your home, but behind the content, tools, apps, web hostings, theme builders is a big, wide e-learning market. Think of FBA that started freelancing course with 12 lessons, and as the demands grow, they now have 20 lessons and growing niche courses. There are still more niche courses to explore that I hope more Filipinos can enjoy this 21st century type of relevant education. Again, relevant education. How's our educational system in the Philippines now? Is it relevant to the time, where technology is really very, in demand, or this is now 21st century reality? Okay. Last week, I was approached by at least three people. They expressed that they'd like to be online teachers who think more of ESL or English teacher. Another one wanted to start a school. At FBA Japan and FBA Vietnam, we have students who are freelance English teachers, and we actually encourage them to establish their own online school. For anyone planning to be an online teacher or course creator, may you consider it as a two-way communication process and not just delivering your lessons. Okay, can you just go back to the prior to this slide, please? Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's a model that would make it easier for us to understand how wide and deep e-learning is. The source of information are the teachers, trainers, and coaches. The message is a subject. The channel, we differentiate it if it's individual or private or group or corporate. The delivery is either live lesson or pre-recorded session. In the channels, we have tools, apps, platforms, and broadcast media like Facebook Live, StreamYard, Zoom, or Skype. The receivers are the students or trainees. We need not forget assessment. This is very important to check the effect on the students or trainees of the message and channel. So it's not a one-way activity after all. So assessment is always left behind. So when we are, teaching or coaching, we need to have assessment of our message or even our channels. Okay, can we go? Okay, this time. Just a specific example how an online language teacher can earn money. Let's say the main job is English teaching, be it one-on-one or private lesson or group lesson. Your lessons can be converted into modules with certificate of completion. Then you can digitize them like create audiobook or Kindle. You can also offer to edit thesis of your students or prepare them for exams. With your online platform, you can get sponsors or ads or membership. You can also have side hustles as an online teacher, like create a course for market platforms like Udemy or membership platforms like Thinkific, Zendler, Linda, and many more online course creation platforms. You can also sell educational materials like textbooks, workbooks, and many other learning stuff. Okay, well, so I wish I can talk more. If you have any questions, let's connect. You can see my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even my website there. So let's keep in touch.